they still have to defend Jalen Williams. That J-Dub, if you guys noticed last series against the Wolves, J-Dub has been amazing. Like, I know he was a little quiet during the Denver series, but he seemingly has risen. Since that series, he's played much better. And then the other matchups, like, what are they going to do about, I talked about kind of what they're going to do about J-Dub. What is Indiana going to do there with that matchup? And then what are they going to do about Chet? Chet's starting to put together some good games last series against the Wolves. Chet has a little bit of shooting range. Chet's defense against the Wolves was phenomenal. So you're going to see Chet look to build off of that experience in the previous series and him show up defensively. And I think, the rim rolls and, some quality looks in and around the paint area. Sure, take the threes if it's in the flow of the game and those kind of things. But he really had a good series, and I think that positive momentum will carry over into the finals. He'll look to be more assertive offensively, but defensively, I think he had a great series. He builds on that. Isaiah Hartenstein's going to obviously do a hell of a job. In the playoffs, he's done great. He's going to be tasked with defending Miles Turner, who can stretch the floor. We've seen him hit threes all playoffs. Hell, Thomas Bryant was hitting threes in the last game. Game 6 against the Knicks. But I think the Thunder's edge lies in the perimeter defense with Lou Dort and Alex Caruso. I don't think the Pacers realize what's coming their way. I don't think they understand what the Thunder do. Like, people don't get it until they actually sit down and watch. And I think actually the only way to truly know what the Thunder do is when you play them. Like a 7-game series with Alex Caruso and Lou Dort. These are pit bulls. These are not your run-of-the-mill defenders. These are real, true-to-life, hard-nosed, defensive, like, bulldogs. They don't back down. They always give their best effort on every play. They fight for every loose ball. They're poking the ball out. They're pushing back in the post. They're harassing you and stalking you on screens and off the ball and on the ball. Pressure the whole time. Alex Caruso single-handedly has disrupted every playoff series so far in this run for the Thunder. That's not going to stop. Lou Dort is always asked to guard the other team's best perimeter player. That ain't going to stop. And these guys are conditioned, and the team's pretty deep, so they have a rotation of players that come in off the bench and can continue to defend at a high level. Like, their defense doesn't drop off just because guys start taking breaks. Razor brings up this matchup, Lou Dort on Tyrese Haliburton. You're going to see that a lot. You are going to see Lou Dort harassing Tyrese Haliburton. Razor, quote me on this. You are going to see graphics on the screen during the NBA Finals showing Tyrese Haliburton with 0 field goal attempts in the first half of Game 1 or the first half of Game 2 or something like that. Or you're going to see a graphic that says Tyrese Haliburton 2 points in the first 3 quarters of this game. And it's going to be because of Lou Dort. And that's not going to happen once. That's not going to happen twice. I legitimately believe there are going to be several quarters where Tyrese Haliburton scores 0 points because of Lou Dort. The torture chamber. Hell yeah, that's going to happen. Hell yeah. And when Tyrese Haliburton is not being defended by Lou Dort, you might see the Alex Caruso matchup. Like, that's going to happen too. And they might shift and move guys around and all that. The Thunder have options defensively, right? They don't have to just put one guy on another guy, and they can play a lot of different ways. They can switch all things. Really, if I'm the Pacers, the matchups to exploit are going to be Pascal Siakam, back to the basket, moves around the bucket, getting into the paint, the restricted area, and trying to get behind the defense on the fast breaks. They're not going to beat the Thunder in the half court. They are going to have hell trying to beat the Thunder in the half court. there are going to be several quarters where Haliburton does not score 2 points or does not hit a field goal or something along those lines. Oh, hell yeah, that's going to happen. And the other guys are no slouches, like Cason Wallace. Like, that guy can defend and play too. Like, there's tertiary guys. Like, forget primary and secondary, right? Lou Dort, Alex Caruso. There's third-level guys who could defend. I'm telling you, the fall-off, which there isn't one, from the first to the second string guys, it's not much, if any.